Good morning, y'all. Man, I ain't been sleeping so good. I'm sorry, y'all. My live's later today than it normally is. I'm tired. I ain't been sleeping good. And y'all, Christopher Double just told me that Coffee Conversations on the thumbnail is misspelled, and I had that damn thing for I don't know how long, and he the only one that told me, dog. He the only one that told me this whole time. I didn't even realize it because I didn't pay attention. I just when I do some, I did that graphic way back, and I did it so fast I didn't even pay attention that it was. I did that like almost a year ago, y'all. Good morning, Gamecock Jenny. So I've been having that up there the whole time, and he the only one that told me. How you doing, beautiful? How you doing, James Love? Yes, may Yahweh watch over all of us. Uh, did the doctor ever get your leg straightened out, girl? Get your prosthesis right. Cause I swear to God, sometimes when you smack them doctors upside the head, I mean that kind of pissed me off because I know how excited you were about getting it, so it kind of made me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to go up there and smack the shit out of somebody for you. Like I wanted to go up there and go, bitch. Don't be doing my Gamecock Jenny like that, ho. I'm glad they got that straightened out because I'm gonna tell you something. I was ready to pop a bitch for you. Like I was like, nah, don't be doing that to my homie like that. Don't do that to my homie. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes when my son would get his braces, they would, like he's a kid, so he grew really fast, right? And so we'd get fittings, and then sometimes when we'd come in, his feet had already growed again, right? So they had to heat up the plastic, refit it, cut some pieces, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens when sometimes it'll be too tight of a fit. Sometimes it'll be like something messed up somewhere. You know what I mean? So that's why I did love my son's prosthesis. For his braces because he went to a clinic and I did love that clinic. You got you some young doctors, so you cut up with them. I be cutting up with my doctors too. I'm gonna tell you this. I be cutting up with them. I be making them laugh, and I'm like, if I don't make you laugh, I didn't do my job that day. I said it. I make mine laugh and smile, and have a good day. I be trying to make them laugh like hell. Hey, coffee no creamer, how you doing, girl? You rolling in the streets, you know Deanna over there, she over there cussing hoes out left and right if you want to go watch that. I'm just saying, I not trying to take viewership from my live necessarily, but I understand. I understand. They be cussing hoes out left and right, right to left, up and down, um, all the way across the board. Oh, you don't let me ask this question. Coffee no cream, but what sector you from, baby? What sector? Because I be in all the sectors. So sometimes I don't know where I met somebody. I don't be knowing where I met. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't be knowing where I met people. Sometimes I be all over the place. Was it with Mr. Supreme or was it over? I just Latrice Silent sector. Oh, okay. See, I met you over there. I be meeting people everywhere, child. I be meeting people everywhere. Hey, racist stars, love. Boy, they be crazy over there. I be scared sometimes. Y'all, shit, they think the beef sector rough. Child. Mm-mm. Woo. Y'all scary sometimes. Y'all be like, woo. Let me get this mofo right quick. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Coffee no creamer. That's like, I visit a bunch of different sectors, but no other sector feels the same as home, right? No other sector feels the same as home. Now I tell you the one that scares me more than anybody, and that's that. Have you ever been to the? There's two of them. Okay, sometime the what is it? The black T sector be scary over there. they be doxing people's socks off stuff, and then sometimes that Mo3 sector, because they be really pulling up on folk. You know what I'm saying? They be pulling up on folk. I'm like, shit. They have real fights and shit. First time I went over there, I was like, oh Lord, baby Jesus. Let me be a little scared. You know what I'm saying? So it's different sectors. You know what I'm saying? It's the way it is. Cause I be in all the sectors. Y'all know I do. I try to support a lot of different folks. And I just be chilling with a lot of different people. You know what I mean? And when I go around and I chill with folks, like I'm gonna say this right now. It's coming up this December. It's coming up that my moderator, my friend, Quay, passed away. Um, I, I miss her dearly. I miss her jokes. I miss her laugh, her voice. You know what I'm saying? Talking about God. She loved God. If you didn't know, you know. Um, but like I be everywhere. Like I just be everywhere. I just be like, "Hi, y'all, how you doing?" So I go to like 50 different sectors. I swear to God I do. And you try supporting like 50 different people. I have like six chats going. If I ever say something to you that makes no sense, know that I actually put it in the wrong chat because I have like 5 people going at one time. You know what I'm saying on my thing. Yeah, Quay Quay was from the Black Tea sector. And she was awesome. Pretty big woman Quay is who I'm talking about. Coffee, no creamer. She was over there over that way. Um, I was friends with a lot of people. You know what I mean? I just be going everywhere, child. I swear. I be everywhere, man. Across the desert, saying, man. I got to get back over there to the Latrice Allen sector and see who's fighting who now. Because trying to keep up with the beefs when you're not there every day, sometimes the beef be changing. People be making up to make up, and then they be friends again. And then this person hates this person now, and you done missed a hell of a lot. And like you miss 1 week, 2 weeks, it's like you done missed 5 years. It's like what the hell? You're from the 90-day community. I'm gonna tell you this one. My mama loved that show, Gamecock Jenny, and the last episode I saw was No Neck Ed. Um, no, I wait is No Neck Ed on 90 Day Fiance? Is this 90 Day Fiance? Yeah, that's the last one I saw was No Neck Ed, and I didn't like the way he did that lady. Like I didn't like the way he treated her. Like he was an asshole, straight up asshole. Some of them people on there, they was some bitches and some hoes. Swear to God, they were just, ugh, they pissed me off, and I don't even know them like that. I couldn't stand his ass. What was the lady's name that he was with? Gamecock Jenny, the pretty little girl. I can't remember her name for some reason right now. I liked her. She was alright. I will say I do see that some of those women do go with some of these dudes because and the one that was the mama's boy. I can't remember his name, but I didn't like his ass either. The one that was the mama's boy who was all stuck up his mama's ass. I didn't like it. I didn't like. Yeah, Rose was pretty. I didn't like that mama boy either. Hey, Mr. Rubin. Good morning. Good morning. How's your pool doing in the front yard? Yeah, Colt. I couldn't stand Colt's ass. That boy pissed me the fuck off. He was all stuck up his mama's ass. I can't stand. I can't stand. Like, I enjoy a man who loves his mother, takes care of his mother, and respects his mother. There's a difference, right? But when you act like your mama is your wife and you got a girl and you got a wife, no, I don't. Have you, man? That's it's some crazy shit. It's like your mama's your mama. You know what I'm saying? You almost looking like a lobster. You feeding me lobster and pasta. I don't know why that song went through my head every time I hear. Now every time I hear, got a white boy on my roster. He feed me lobster pasta. Every time I hear that, now that's the song that runs through my head. TikTok got that song stuck in my damn head. The damn TikTok. Dang, TikTok be messing up some songs for me. I remember when a lot of people didn't had never heard, I suppose, Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn. When the sun goes down on my side of town, that lonesome feeling comes to my door. Yeah, people didn't know that, and they made that little, that little dance to it. That shit blew up. Hell, that's the only reason I know who the hell Drake is, to tell you the god honest truth. It's because that damn Kiki song blew up. Kiki, do you love me? All that shit. And I didn't know that Drake was Jimmy from Degrassi until like years after he came out. I didn't know who he was. Oh, for real? They running a corn production? Oh, Lord. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh, also, if y'all didn't know, yesterday it was overshadowed by the passing of Hulk Hogan. Speaking of which, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Uh, Chuck Mangiano. I don't know if y'all know who he is. He was a jazz musician, but he was also on King of the Hill. He passed away yesterday too. Um, he was the one that did the commercials in King of the Hill for the Megalomart or whatnot. But he was a famous jazz musician. He passed away too. Yeah, but he was like 90 something years old or something, 80 something years old. You know what I'm saying? So he lived a pretty good long life. He lived a pretty good long life. Man, it's just like this week, everybody from our childhoods passed away, man. I Theo first, then Ozzy Osbourne, then Hulk Hogan died, then Chuck Mangiano. Man, this week was a crazy week for death, wasn't it? It was crazy. I'm gonna tell you the one that will bother me when he passes. There's a lot of celebrities that I love, but I'm gonna tell you something. When Willie Nelson gone to glory, I think that's gonna bother a lot of people. It's always in threes. That's true, Mr. Rubin. That's what I've always heard. That's in most families. That's the way it goes. It's always in threes. I know, right? No, he ain't. Watcher, he ain't. I said that'll bother folks if he did. No, he ain't. We ain't gonna pray that he lives a very long time. I'm just saying that'll be the one that bothers the shit out of folks. Like people be crying if something when something does. We know that's gonna happen. We just hope he don't tell you the truth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People gonna it's really gonna bother him. Now y'all know Willie stopped smoking weed, but he eats his edibles now and drinks it. Yeah, he stopped smoking. What up, Mr. Buster? I do too, Racing. I do too. Did I say good morning, Racing? I think I did, but I'm half asleep right now. I ain't get no sleep last night. Y'all, I came on late. Like I started at 9:30. Y'all know I normally start at least 8:30, 9 o'clock. I've been pushing it back to 9 o'clock because I kind of like that a little bit sometimes. But because it gives me time to drink my coffee a little bit. But I will say this: if something ever happened to Willie Nelson, I think everybody and their mama would have a conniption and a meltdown. No, he didn't. No, my husband just said, "Thank Christ too." I scared Watcher too, so you're not the only one. No, I said, but if something does happen, he gonna freak out. Everybody gonna freak out. Ruben, don't be playing like that. Don't be playing like that. You can't tell me you don't know who Willie Nelson is. Sorry about that. Hubby's getting ready to leave. My mother-in-law's down from New York. She's choosing some of the last things. They've literally almost got the house built, so she's like choosing the countertops and the this and the that and the next thing, because when you build a house from the ground up, you got to get all those things. You got to choose all things, whether you're going to do granite or whatever. So, hey, Miss Raditha, good morning. So, I was supposed to go, but I didn't. No, Willie ain't died. Willie ain't died. No, no, he ain't. He ain't. He ain't. He's good. He's good. Hopefully, we'll have him for a very long time. I think people would freak out though if something happens to him. To tell you the truth, though, that's what I was saying because he's like the godfather of getting high. And even like Snoop Dogg said that he wouldn't smoke, like he can't hang with Willie. But Willie don't smoke no more, y'all. Willie don't smoke weed no more. He drinks his lungs. He couldn't take it no more. His lungs couldn't take smoking. So he don't smoke cigarettes no more. He quit smoking weed. He drinks it and he takes his edibles and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So he that's why he created that brand. If y'all didn't know, where it's got the drink where you can drink your THC, because he actually stopped smoking it because it was messing with his lungs. Oh, you were thinking he was somebody else? Oh, yeah. So he stopped smoking weed, but he drink because when I read a title that says Willie Nelson stopped smoking weed. I said, oh God, this is gonna be what takes him out. And no, it's just that he's like 90 something years old. Yeah, he it's the weed. I'm telling you, the weed's keeping him alive, y'all. He was born in 1933. It's the weed. I'm telling you, it's the weed that keeps him. It's the weed that keeps Willie alive. I'm telling you. And he retired. He did retire 8 days ago from music. In his own words, he did retire. But I mean, he's 92 years old. He just retired at 92. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing good. Yeah. Willie got a long history, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people know him for different reasons. Most people do know him as the godfather of marijuana, though. Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main flame. Gonna make me feel alright. Gonna make my heart sing. And when I'm feeling low, she comes as no surprise. Okay, sorry. Takes me to paradise. I'm in love with Mary Jane. Yeah, y'all. That's actually one of my friends, Shamar Slayage. That's one of his favorite songs, and he sings it a lot. And he has his own channel. He calls his people the Safe Haven. But I like Mr. Shamar. He's cool. I mess with him and call him Pastor Shamar. He's not a pastor. He does not. He's not a pastor at all. But I call him that because one day he was reading a bitch for filth, and they made it a repass for the person. So it's a joke we have. He was the ceremony person. He was acting as the pastor while everybody was acting as the congregation and the, you know, all that stuff. So that's why I joke with him about that. I love that movie. I'm gonna tell you something. That was a good movie. Really was. There's like a lot of movies from our time period for most of us that, you know, it was just super amazing back then. And they're starting to recreate. I've noticed the thing, if y'all notice that they're recreating a lot of the stuff or redoing a lot of the movies that we had when we were younger, a lot of the video games. It's like everything's being redone. Like I will say the new Salem's Lot was pretty good. It'll never touch the OG, the original, right? But they didn't try to necessarily like compete per se. Um, in my opinion, you know, like some of them be billed as like, oh, it's better than the original. I don't think they intended to go for that. I think they just wanted to do updated graphics and they didn't really change too much in the storyline, but they did like a little bit of things, right? Like tiny details that they added in, but it was actually really good. I hope when they do the Return to Salem's Lot remake that they do it justice, just like they did the original. I don't mind a remake of an original movie as long as they don't shy too far away from the, you know, the subject matter, and it isn't like crazy. Like I will say, the new Jeepers Creepers they tried to put out was almost supposed to be a revamp of the series. I didn't like it. I hated it. It was awful. The Pet Cemetery remake was bullshit. Now, here's the crazy part. I liked the prequel that they put out, and it was about Judd, the older man in the original one, and it was about his family and the families from the area. I liked it, but when they did the remake, they changed a very big key piece. I'm not gonna tell y'all if y'all ain't seen it. In the Pet Cemetery remake, they changed a very big key thing that messed it all up. It messed up the whole movie, in my opinion. Yeah, and it's adaptation. It's an adaptation. That's true. Um, but like, I don't know if y'all have seen the Pet Cemetery one, but I'm kind of like no. Now the new Children of the Corn adaptation remake, they did pretty good on it. They changed stuff, but it wasn't like a severe change. It still made it, you know, the story, and it still was okay. Um, but in the Pet Cemetery, they changed a key item that totally messed up the entire movie, in my opinion. They kept some of the original stuff. But there was one key thing that they changed. They should not have changed it. They basically from about halfway into the movie, the end of the movie is it's like they changed almost everything, and it's like somebody watched the movie but forgot some key items. And yeah, no, the Jeepers Creeper one, they changed the creeper too much. They put some stuff in there that shouldn't have been in there, and it really made no sense. I didn't like the way the creeper looked. Um, they changed his makeup and his style, and I'm like, this is too much. You're doing too much. Like sometimes remakes, in my opinion, do too much, or adaptations where they're trying to redo it for the new graphics of today. And yeah, but it's like video games, right? I will say the new Resident Evil 4 remake was actually really good. The Jeepers Creepers, it's the newest one that they came out with. See, what year did it come out? Let me see. I have to look it up because they did a new Jeepers Creepers, and I watched it and I did not like it. I did not. I got to remember what the name of it is. They did the Creeper dirty. They did the Creeper dirty. It's called Jeepers Creepers Reborn. They basically tried to redo Jeepers Creepers and they called it Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I do not like that one. I do not. I mean, somebody else may like it. Hey, Huggy Bear, how you doing? Hey, Mr. Richie April, how you doing? I hope you're having a great day. I hope all y'all are having a blessed day. Yeah, no, it's called Jeepers Creepers Reborn, and I'm gonna tell you something. Oh Lord, sweet baby Jesus, it was awful. I did like the Salem's Lot one though. If y'all get a chance to watch it, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. No, basically, the creeper was born because of a cult. Yeah, and the way they made him look in that movie, Ruben. Oh my God, they made him have a human body. Yeah, like the creeper's always been the creeper. Oh, Jeepers Creepers Reborn just pisses me off, like severely, and I mean bad. It makes me mad. I was so angry on that movie. You could ask my husband. I was cussing. It was made in 2022. I was cussing. You can watch it on Hulu, Apple TV, or Google Play. It's got a 2.6 rating out of 10 for IBM. The way that they made the creeper like look, they did keep some of his OG stuff, but throughout the movie, he just looks like, hold on, I'll show y'all it's the official trailer. I'm gonna show y'all the official trailer for Jeepers Creepers Reborn, and y'all tell me if you've seen Jeepers Creepers. Um, I'm supposed to show y'all the trailer, and y'all tell me if y'all think, even if I have to cut this out. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this bullshit.
You ever heard of Creeper?
A local legend, right? The creeper comes back every 23 years.
Then what? Can't believe I let you drag me to this.
This is the Coachella of cosplay.
It is time for our Creeper Draw! Our grand prize is an escape room for two. Creeper themed.
Come on, you two. Are you sure this is where we're supposed to be?
We'll be out there in no time.
What the hell is that?
It's coming. It's a trap. Let's go!
There's no way out.
Hey! Come on!
It's coming.
what's sad is that makes it look so much better than what it actually is. Like, they changed way too much in that show, in my opinion, to really, like, make it like it's supposed to be. They changed entirely too much. Entirely too much. They really did. Mm. If y'all get a chance to watch it, you can watch it. I'm just telling you, you might get a little mad about it. You might get a little mad about it. I'm just saying. I got mad about it. I know that much. I got PO'd with that movie. That movie kind of made me mad as all get out, y'all. Was it really kind of based off a true event? What was it based off of? Because that movie, it made me mad. It really ticked me off. Because I love the creeper and I love the lore behind it by what the first few movies did. Um, I wish they would have did more. Because, like, but the reborn one kind of makes me mad because they tried to make it like a cult and this other crazy mess, and it was just crazy. Like, I really loved the Jeepers Creepers movie and thought it was an amazing series. And if they were gonna redo it, at least, like, keep it close to the original, but, like, expand on the lore of the creeper himself, and don't make it like this cult shit. Yeah, I remember. I read about that, Mr. Ruben. I know what you're talking about now. Um, the true story of the Jeepers Creeper, I think, is based on a hold on, because I remember reading something about that. It says the true story behind Jeepers Creepers is a deadly rooted in a real life events of Dennis Dupuy and his wife Marilyn. The film opening scene is inspired by the chilling incident where Dupuy, after murdering Marilyn, attempted to hide her body behind an abandoned schoolhouse. The Thorntons, who witnessed this act, were pursued by Dupuy's van for several miles, mirroring the taunt chase in the scene's movie. The real life event, along with other details from the case, contribute to the creation of the fictional creeper character and the subsequent horror film. So it's based on Dennis Dupuy and what he did. Let me show y'all this. We're gonna read along. Hey, Miss Catherine. Good morning. Um, you took a dookie this morning, Huggy Bear, and you passed away to the flies all the way, And did you use some Charmin? Because your cousin made that. Y'all know Huggy Bear. Huggy Bear's kin to some very famous bears. His bear, um, cousin made up the Charmin commercials. The disturbing case of Dennis Dupuy and the murder that inspired the opening of the Jeepers Creepers. Dennis Dupuy brutally murdered his wife Marilyn in April of 1990, and when a passing couple saw him trying to hide the body, a terrifying chase ensued. So this is Dennis Dupuy. Oh, why did it do that? Y'all saw that? Oh, anyway, that is Dennis Dupuy and his wife Marilyn. On Easter Sunday, April 15th, 1990, Ray and Mary Thornton were on a traditional weekend drive along Snow Prairie Road, a rural highway 12 miles outside of Coldwater, Michigan. In their rearview mirror, a Chevrolet van suddenly appeared, driving aggressively before overtaking them. The couple had been playing a game of making slogans from the license plates of passing cars. So when the van passed, Marie saw the plate beginning GZ and remarked, "Geez, he's in a hurry." As they approached an abandoned schoolhouse, the Thorntons saw the same van parked on the side of the building. Then Marie caught a disturbing sight. The driver was holding what appeared to be a bloody sheet and walking towards the rear of the schoolhouse. Maria, although shocked, was not quite sure what she had just witnessed. And as they discussed calling the police, Ray Thornton saw an ominous van approaching again in his rear view. Gaining speed rapidly, the same Chevy van they had just seen at the schoolhouse now eerily rode their rear bumper for the next 2 miles, inspiring the opening scene of the 2001 horror movie Jeepers Creepers. What Ray and Marie Thornton saw. That's the old schoolhouse right there. The abandoned schoolhouse in Michigan. That's it right there. As the Thorntons worried that the driver pursuing them would do, they turned off the highway just as the van suddenly pulled to the side of the road to try and obtain the full license plate for the police. Ray Thornton turned his car around and they approached the green van again. Now, however, the man that they had seen driving was now crouched down, changing the rear license plate of the van. The Thorntons could also see the van's opening front door, passenger door, and inside was soaked in blood. Rushing back to the schoolhouse, the couple found the bloody sheet partially stuffed into an animal hole. As they contacted the Michigan State Police, recounting what they had just witnessed, unbeknownst to them, police were already scouring the area looking for that man and his injured wife. The couple had just encountered 46-year-old Dennis Depew. Dennis Depew and the murder of his wife. That's Ray Thornton right there, y'all. He was recounting his witnesses to Dennis Depew and his murder and whatnot. Dennis Henry Depew was born in 1943 in Michigan and remained in his home state as an adult while working as a property assessor. In 1971, he married Marilyn, who became a popular high school counselor in Coldwater. The couple had 3 children, 2 girls and a boy, but Depew's paranoid and controlling ways had emerged, wearing Marilyn down. The sullen and withdrawn Depew isolated himself from the family and frequently accused Marilyn of turning his children against him. Marilyn filed for divorce in 1989, telling her attorney that Depew was trying to control every decision in her life. Depew made no claim on the house following the divorce, but maintained a home office in the garage. One day, Marilyn came home to find Depew sitting on the couch in the living room, despite her having changed all the locks. The couple's divorce was finalized in December of 1989, and just 5 months later, Marilyn would be dead. Depew became completely unhinged on Easter Sunday, 1990, as he arrived at the family home to pick up 2 of their children. Their younger daughter, Julie, had refused to go with Depew that day, and as he went inside, he became angry. When their son, Scott, also began stalling when Marilyn talked to Depew, his anger increased, and he grabbed her, shouting accusations. Grappling with Marilyn, Depew pushed her down the stairs as their horrified children looked on. Depew mercilessly beat her at the bottom of the stairway, with the children pleading with him to stop. Jennifer, their oldest daughter, ran outside to a neighbor's house to call the police. Depew left the house with Marilyn seriously injured, telling the children he was taking her to the hospital, but they never arrived. The police had begun a widespread search for them both, but the Thorntons encountered with Depew's van and the bloody sheet came to light, making Dennis Depew the main target of police investigation. A forensics team sealed off the abandoned schoolhouse crime scene, and tire tracks at the school matched Depew's van. The evidence strongly indicated Depew killed his ex-wife, which was confirmed the next day as a highway worker discovered Marilyn's body, shot once in the back of the head, lying near a deserted road. The road was midway between the schoolhouse and her home, according to the episode of Unsolved Mysteries. By then, Dennis Depew was in the wind, a fugitive wanted for murder. The manhunt for Depew and his bloody end. That's from the movie, y'all. On the next several days and weeks, Dennis Depew sent a series of bizarre, rambling letters to friends and family attempting to justify Marilyn's death, 17 in all, postmarked in Virginia, Iowa, and Oklahoma, in which he ranted over her tricks and lies, writing how he had lost his wife and children at home and now too old to start over. On the evening of March 20th, 1991, as a Dallas, Texas woman arrived home, she noted her boyfriend's van sitting in the driveway, unusual because he usually kept it inside the garage. Once inside, her boyfriend, Hank Queen, told her he needed to make an emergency trip home. His mother was very ill. Hank kept an interesting eye on the Unsolved Mysteries episode, playing on the TV, gathering up his clothes and personal items, asking her to make him some sandwiches for the trip. He deliberately wanted to keep her distracted in the kitchen so that she would not see the show, the second half of which featured a man named Dennis Depew, wanted for the murder of his ex-wife. As Hank said goodbye to her, driving off in his 1984 Chevrolet van, the woman had a suspiciously weird feeling that she would never see him again. Depew took off immediately, fearing one of his girlfriend's friends would recognize him from the popular show and drop the dime on him. He was right, as state and county law enforcement already had their false Texas license plate of Depew's van based on a tip off from the show. It took Depew 4 frantic hours to drive into Louisiana, then across the Mississippi state border. Louisiana state troopers had spotted Depew's van and had led them on a 15-mile high-speed chase and refusing to be pulled over, according to the Associated Press. Across the state line, Mississippi authorities lay in wait, alerted by their Louisiana counterparts and the FBI, and the driver was wanted for murder. When Depew's van blasted through a roadblock, Warren County, Mississippi sheriff's officers shot out both rear tires. Depew shot at officers' cars, trying to ram them off the road as his van dragged along before coming to a forcible stop by the officers around 4 a.m. As an officer approached his van, Depew was found dead with a .357 in his left hand and his thumb on the trigger. Although certainly fancified, the chilling events that kicked off the manhunt for Dennis Depew was immortalized in the tense opening sequence of Jeepers Creepers. So that's a true story right there, y'all. Yeah, ain't that crazy? What's up, World Unknown? Good morning. That's the it was kind of based out of that, the opening sequence for Jeepers Creepers. Obviously, it's not completely based on that. Just like a lot of horror movies in general are based on true life events in some way or another. Now, a lot of people think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family was a real thing. No, it was based on quite a few things. The truth behind it is a little different than people think. Because a lot of people think that is based on a real family or somebody that was that. No, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is inspired by the real life crimes of Ed Gein, a notorious serial killer and grave robber whose gruesome acts influenced the film's portrayal of horror. So technically, they, the Texas Chainsaw was based on, Ed Gein and other real life figures. Other suggested as inspiration for the film include Dean Corll and Elmer Wayne Henley, who were involved in a series of murders known as the Houston Mass Murders. However, unlike Gein, their methods did not involve chainsaws. In summary, while the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not a direct retelling of Ed Gein's life, it is heavily influenced by his gruesome legacy and the broader context of horror in American culture. The film remains a significant place of horror cinema, reflecting both real-life horrors and fictional storytelling. A lot of people think because it says loosely based on a true story that there was an actual family and all this other stuff. But no, it was actually based on serial killers. But a lot of horror movies actually stand in some truth of some kind or another. Like it comes from something. And then somebody had a wild imagination, I'm gonna say this. I got to watch I think a new Alien movie came out, and I love that franchise, the Alien and Predator franchise. I really do. I like that franchise a lot. Um, Also, I'm hoping that one day they give us an actual Resident Evil movie that is more akin to the video games, because the Resident Evil movies really didn't have a lot to do with the video games themselves and the actual lore. There is no Alice in Resident Evil. But the man who made the movies wrote, and the way he did it, he put her as the main character because that was actually her, Mia Jovovich, if that's how you say her name. Her husband was the director and whatnot, and her husband put her in every one of his movies, pretty much. Which, hey, can't blame him. He was, supporting his wife or whatnot. But she's in all of his movies. I'm actually playing Resident Evil right now, believe it or not. I've been playing some Resident Evil and playing around sometimes with some Minecraft. I'm just a huge horror junkie in general. I love horror movies, horror games. Some people don't like horror movies, and I get that. But I've always been that way. I love horror. I have my chick flick moments. Don't get me wrong. I do. Just like everybody else does. I have my, certain things that I like to watch and do. But I hope you are all having a blessed and amazing day, and that you have a good weekend this weekend, and y'all go have some fun out in the sun. You know, and don't get into too much mess. You know what I'm saying? I hope that everybody has a good day, no matter what you're doing in this world. I know me, myself, and I. When I do get off here in a little while, I'm probably gonna try to take me a nap because I am super tired, y'all. I know I'm a little off this morning than I normally am. I'm gonna use a little more, animated and stuff, and I'm probably boring as shit this morning because I'm so damn tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I watched Twin Mama show last night. Like I tried to lay down in the middle of it and I fell asleep, but it was like, I don't know if y'all ever had that where y'all keep waking up kind of situation, or like you can't get comfortable and whatnot. That's what I had the whole time I was trying to sleep. I swear. Um, I'm going to scroll around and see what I can see right quick so I can report on some things and see, um, you know, what we can see in on the YouTube streets, on the YouTube streets. Oh, also, to anybody who had uh, a a birthday this week or having one next week, happy early birthday to you. Um, I hope you all have fun. Whatnot. I don't know what I'm gonna do this week. I know I'm gonna have um, yeah, I had trouble sleeping real bad last night, and I'm half asleep this morning. That's why I started my live late as hell. You know what I'm saying? You fell asleep for a little bit. You didn't sleep good either, racing. Took you forever to find your glasses. Child, I be losing stuff all the time. Um, I have my phone in my hand and I'll lose it like 2 seconds later, and then I have to find it. And sometimes I have to have people call it. I lose it so much. Um, like I lose everything all the time. Like it just is what it is. He needs a CNI dog. Not that Mr. Rubin needs a CNI dog, y'all. I know me, myself, and I need somebody to give me a vat of coffee right now. Like I need not just a small. Hey, Miss Tracy, good morning. Some people take them no acetal pills. They really do. They be taking them no acetal pills. You found them in a bin that hangs off the pool. Well, I found somebody's missing chin, y'all. And it was like somebody knocked it off and it was just laying there on the ground. I returned it to Lost and Found, but I don't know if they ever said I don't know if they ever said they found it, but you know, I also found somebody's missing hairline and somebody's missing teeth, and I returned it. I returned it to the Lost and Found, y'all. What's going on, Miss Tracy? I'll say a prayer. If you don't want to say, you don't have to, but I always say a prayer for you, boo. I hope everything's okay, my love. I used to have it. You put an air tag in your wallet so you can track it with your phone. Hey, Mr. Rubin, that might be something that you need to do for your glasses. Put an air tag on them. What if they made glasses that like had a tracker in the glasses so you would never lose them again? Wouldn't that be cool? I'm over here looking at this thing. Um, I'm just looking up a prayer right quick, so I can, 15. Okay, I'm gonna say a prayer for you, Miss Tracy, and for all those dealing with any illness right now, and strength for their body, and for anybody that's dealing with any sickness in their body right now. And then I'm gonna say one for healings for emotional wounds and trauma or distress for people, because we got a lot of people in our crowd, and there might be somebody that's going through a mental health crisis. So we're gonna do it. Dear God, I come before your throne humbly, approaching you with the plea for my dear friend who is in desperate need of complete healing and restoration. I ask that you would pour out your divine mercy upon them, removing every sickness, pain, and infirmity from their body. Bring forth your mighty power and eradicate every trace of illness that is attacking their physical being. May they experience your miraculous touch, O Lord, and be made whole once again. I declare victory over every ailment and claim complete healing and restoration in the name of Jesus. Let every part of their body be renewed and revitalized by your divine presence. May they rise up from their affliction stronger, healthier, and fully restored for your glory alone. Amen. And this one right here, it goes for my mental health, right? Dear Lord, I lift up the emotional wounds and distress that my friend is experiencing. I ask for your divine intervention and to bring healing and restoration to their heart and mind, Lord. You are the great healer and the one who binds up the brokenhearted. I pray that you would pour out your love and comfort upon my friend, and that they may experience your peace that surpasses all understanding, Lord. I ask that you would remove any trauma or distress from their life, replacing it with your healing presence. May they find peace in your arms, and may their heart be filled with hope and joy once again. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. And I do want to say that anybody who is feeling, separation from God right now or brokenness, I hope that you find Him and that you find the peace that is with Him. And may your spirit be lifted up and your soul be restored. And I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm going to say that I hope that you do find Him in your own time, and you can feel that peace, you can feel that love, you can feel that come over you, and take all your burdens away, release any hurt that you have from the past. And you know what I'm saying? And I hope that you are healed and happy and loved and feel peace and prosperity, and that all great things shall come to you. That is my hope for you and for everyone. Because I'm gonna tell you something, I found peace within God. You know what I'm saying? And you had your injection yesterday and the pain hasn't stopped. Miss Tracy, I know that dealing with pain every day of your life is one of the hardest things, and a lot of people won't understand it. They won't understand it. Hey, Very Carry Love, um, they won't understand your pain and what you feel every day. You know what I'm saying? And have to go through every day. But I pray that He takes your pain away, beautiful, and I pray that it eases up to where you can at least deal with it, because that is the hardest part of having a pain disorder. Having pain every day of your life. People don't understand. It's like the friends you want to get rid of but you can't get rid of, they always there. We always hope that injections or medications could just take the edge off to where we can deal with it. I want you to, Miss Tracy, to make sure you take it easy on yourself. Don't overdo yourself. Make sure that you keep, when you know that the pain is too great, rest. Rest and relaxation. Don't get too stressed out about things because that can make it worse. You know what I'm saying? Let your body rest and relax. And I hope that you feel better, my beauty, because that is no joke, no thing. A lot of people don't know what it's like to deal with certain health conditions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have degenerative disc disease, and I have problems in my neck, and every day of my life, pain is there. She's a constant there, always. And sometimes I wish I could get rid of that hoe, but she's always there. I can't get that hoe to leave, y'all. That's that best friend I can't get rid of. That bitch is like, she's stuck to me like glue. Yeah, in just a little while I'm gonna take me a damn nap, y'all. I'm tired. I ain't been sleeping well. It's bothering my, like, y'all can probably tell by my voice and everything else. And I'm just tired. You know what I mean? Not getting enough sleep, it can make you feel that way. And I've been having trouble, Miss Tracy. My pain is not being controlled right now. And when that happens, when you're laying down, you can't get comfortable. So when you can't get comfortable, you're just laying there twisting and turning. And I have all the dogs who like to pile up on me, and they got to be close to mama because they love their mama, but they don't realize that technically it's hurting me. And I can't get on to them for that. They just want to be close to me. They love me. You know what I'm saying? I can't get on them for wanting to, be as close as they can to me. But, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. I am going to get off here in a minute because I am very tired. It's going to be a short live. Y'all know I normally do a little bit longer, but I am very tired. And if y'all can't tell, I'm just hoping it don't turn into a headache, because sometimes when I get no sleep, it turns into a headache, which sucks ass. And I want y'all to have a good one. And if y'all got to cut up bitch today, let me know. I'll help you out, because I'm in a mood today and they don't want to bother me. I'm liable to cuss a bitch out. Just saying. And I love you all so very much. Y'all have a blessed and beautiful day. I will see y'all later. I'm going to try to take a whole damn nap. Not a quarter of a nap or no. I hope I can. Most of the time I can't. My ADHD is a bitch during the daytime. And then people are moving around and sounds are happening. And my brain grabs onto every little sound. But y'all have a good day. And I love y'all so very, very much. I'll see y'all later. All right. Love you. Bye.
From the TUBELO, I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show. From the TUBELO, I'm reppin' my hood to the day that I go. From the TUBELO, I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show. From the TUBELO, I'm ripping my hood to the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction. This was the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding. Come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Adder Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, Captain C banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still. Crystalline swinging down on 1800. Watching out for them knuckleheads that be staying round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking around 1800. Out of street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse break it out. Remember the blue apartments from OG standing back there by 60 deep. Blue Walker, Charles Blue, a big Anthony Hughes and Pee.
I'm from the TUBELO, I'm reppin' my